Previously on Realness Behind the Crown.
The Realness Behind the Crown reunion, take 2. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your energy is so connected. Why does it take 2 potentials to satisfy you?
Now let's go back to this having sex for free. I've been known to have sex for free.
Okay, at first it was like, alright, it slipped his mind.
We got more on the Realness Behind the Crown. Oh my God.
Do it again. But it keeps happening.
I do believe in the phrase sex work is work.
I've been through a lot of heartache, but I decided to turn my pain into champagne.
I'm all about zen, peace, and love, until I'm not.
I dig into people's minds with the stroke of my pen. I have room on my couch. Come on, let's get a session in.
One thing about this king, I'm known for schooling the children.
I live my life behind the camera. So trust me, I can see right through you.
Hey everybody, we're back. You're watching the Season 1 reunion special for the Realness Behind the Crown. I'm your host, Michael Mikey Fanning, and I'm sitting right here with these 5 kings. And now we're going to talk to one king in particular, Mr. King, Nigel. How you doing, Nigel?
I'm great. How are you, Mike?
Listen, Nigel, you embarked on a huge campaign that went down under, much like your sister's personal life. Why didn't you address Tatum when the situation first occurred instead of letting it escalate?
Well, as I've explained to Jonas and Harlem and Roman, when the situation happened, if I would have addressed Tatum at the time, Tatum would probably be 6 feet under. Because I was just that angry when the situation happened. And I just wanted it to kind of, not fester, but play itself out so I could calm down some, because we are supposed to be friends, or we were supposed to be friends, so I couldn't blame my friend for something that this man did along with him, because it takes 2. It does take 2. And I'm not one to point fingers, but at the time, I was closer to him because my sister's husband and I, we're not really that close anyway, because I always told her that he kind of gave me DL tendencies. But
what kind of tendencies? He was an example?
Well, you know, when you're of same gender loving, you kind of have a gaydar. So I could kind of pick up on some of those things. And the relationship that my sister and I have, I told her things in the past, and she would go back and tell the person, and she stopped believing the things that I said. So, yes, I really couldn't, come forth with that. But to find out that her husband had been doing malicious things, and it was with someone who I actually knew, it just didn't sit well with me. And for her to, try to commit suicide behind that was a little more in depth than my friendship would take.
I understand. It's a hierarchy of needs. Your sister's suicide attempt takes precedence over issues that's going on inside of the friendship. Unfortunately and unfortunately. How's your sister doing?
She's actually better. She has a new man.
Okay.
He's not gay. So I don't have to worry about interview. But
You doesn't have to worry about.
okay, I just want to don't do that because I did not know. And it's funny how you talk to the 3 of them, but you didn't talk to me, the person that you were so upset about. But you say you weren't pointing fingers, but you were pointing fingers the whole season, and I did not know. That's the problem with our friendship. Nobody communicates about nothing. And I'm involved in it as well. Hello, I'm throwing my own self in the bus. Give me my moment. I'm throwing my own self under the bus. Okay? Yeah, I'm always the moment, boo. Just because you're not highlighting.
Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Anyway, it's funny how you can talk to them 3 about the situation, but you didn't talk to me, the one that you were so mad about, and that you said you wasn't pointing fingers, but you were. Instead of the 3 fingers that were pointing back at you. You're right.
Does this have anything to do with why you didn't pay it? Why you were like, it kind of came off as petty bitching.
So, no, it wasn't petty bitching. It was very petty.
Okay.
But what I did was I just played on words. He volunteered. Point blank period. He volunteered to say, I'll do it for you. Not, I'll do it for you for a check, or how much are you paying? I'll do it for you, were his exact words. And if he's my friend, but I didn't know that I had to be so technical with my friend. We were never on that technicality. Tatum, if I didn't talk that way, we've been friends for so long. I never had to talk to you like that.
Have you 2 worked together before on a project?
And not the way that we worked on this time, indirectly, yes. So he knows how business savvy I am. We never had to talk.
You were paid before?
Yes. Well,
we were working the same project together, so he knows my work ethic. So I didn't know as my friend that I had to be so technical with him. He already knew. He know how I am.
I'll do it for you.
Because we were friends. I didn't know I had to be so technical.
This is what you're saying.
I don't understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying that, I didn't know I had to be technical with you.
Sit back.
I didn't know I had to be technical with you because we were friends. No, it's just off because it's funny how you can talk to them three about a situation that was so heartfelt that he couldn't talk to me, and I was the person who was involved, and you could have came to me and we could have had a conversation about instead of spreading out the whole season.
I expressed that at the time, if I wouldn't have gone to Tatum, he wouldn't have.
It wasn't the time to talk.
But then clearly we weren't friends. If that was the case, then we weren't friends then. Then we weren't friends then. If you had to say you gonna put me 6 feet deep, then we weren't friends then. Then we weren't friends then. I'm talking to Nigel. So stay in your namaste place.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, we're moving on.
This is why you can't have a conversation. I feel like the friendship wasn't a friendship, period.
Okay, so right now you two aren't friends anymore, right?
Well, the funny thing about all of this, and the reason why I've been so quiet, is because I actually sent a check by certified mail to Tatum's house that will get to his house on tomorrow after the reunion to make good on my word.
What house?
Right, what happened?
Please, go ahead.
So, I came here to make amends.
Okay.
You did.
As I said, I am up. And mother should be the person who keeps the harmony amongst the group.
But you didn't know Caesar.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, when your check is received, and you said,
first of all, why would you mail a check? Well,
certified mail, so you have to sign off on it.
Hello, you said we was making amends, right? So at the even though you didn't know you were coming to my holiday party, we did, and we had a conversation. I apologized to you at the holiday party.
Okay,
so why couldn't you say? Why couldn't you reach out more after that?
We're gonna move on.
Give me a second, Roman. I'm asking
you didn't know that you were
but I need to ask. Everybody else is asking questions about him.
Wait a minute. I want him to answer it quickly because we need to move on.
I hear it, but I'm asking him, why is it that we made peace at the party, but after that we never had no communication after that? I apologize to you at the party because I did not know.
Our communication after the party was kind of relaxed because of the situation with Jonas. And as you just said, why did I reach out to you? Why didn't you reach out to Jonas? If we all
because Jonas, the reason why I didn't reach out to Jonas because of the drama that happened behind him.
So that's the reason why I didn't reach out to you, because the drama that happened behind you.
Well, I apologize to you at the party though.
Yeah, but Jonas' situation happened after the party.
Jonas' situation happened at the party.
Yeah, at the party.
Okay.
After, right.
All right, pause. What I'm gathering from this is you two have a very strained relationship right now. You're trying to make amends by sending him a certified check, which should arrive tomorrow. Are you going to receive the check?
I don't know I'm going to live at that address. I moved.
Well, before we leave, has production gotten your new address?
My production has my new address.
Okay, well, we'll get that and it can be forwarded there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move along. All right, next question. Nigel, LaQuanda from Mobile, Alabama asks, why are you so quick to answer and become dismissive when your husband is mentioned? Are things good at home?
Things are great at home.
So why do you do it? Why don't you really want to talk about your husband?
As I stated.
And why is it like, we sent him anybody to come and be here to sit behind you and nothing. Like, I've never seen him. He's not on your social media. There are no pictures of the two of you.
Our thing is, I'm a very private person, and I believe that when you live your life in the public, you have to reserve some of that for private.
Yep.
Now, the reason why my group, they met him before.
So he's not a real boy.
Privilege to him.
He's not a rent boy.
No, he's real. Boy. He's real.
No, he's real. Okay.
So it's real. That's real. But he's not of the hype with the lifestyle that I lead. So he's more melancholy.
He's not as transparent.
No, he's not that. So we're like yin and yang. We're opposites. So he doesn't feel comfortable around the loudness and things that happen.
Well, it takes a special type of person to be around this group. I understand that. Nigel, your sister aware that you and Tatum are friends? If so, what was her reaction?
Well, after we found out that he had cheated, and it happened to be a man, and I did the research and found out that it was Tatum, I did not tell her that it was a friend of mine. And I didn't tell her because I felt like she would probably try to hurt Tatum or do something. And, as I said, I do consider Tatum to be a friend, and a strange friend, but a friend, nonetheless. So I didn't want to tell her because I felt that if she...
But why would she try to hurt him if he didn't know that was her husband? Did you even know the guy?
You got to think about it. Any situation. Any situation.
I've never been to the house. Don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying to go off what Nigel was saying. Like his sister would have potentially wanted to hurt.
So you actually sitting there and think that I would purposely sleep with his brother-in-law?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying,
because he's saying that we've been there multiple. I've never been there.
What I said was that we've been to Nigel's family functions before. That's what I said.
Who's we?
We've all been.
Who's all?
Mr. Fanning wasn't there.
Because sometimes you include me and sometimes you don't. So which one is it today? At this moment. No, you exclude me. So which one is it?
I don't.
I want to get back to
which one is it? I've never been to a function where his sister
You can investigate him another time.
I've never.
You can investigate him another time.
Because I would not purposely sleep with his brother-in-law.
What I said.
We're moving on.
So you really think I'm that down and dirty? You really think that I'm down and dirty? You think I'm down and dirty?
It's done. We're moving on.
You think I'm down and dirty? Really?
We're moving on.
I got you.
We're moving on.
I see you.
We're moving on.
With glasses on. No, we don't see each other.
Nigel, next question.
I didn't get the answer.
Am I going to answer the question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead. Y'all, that's a lot. I need you guys to
I'm done.
I need y'all down a little bit more. Y'all at 10, I need y'all at 2 real quick. Go ahead. Answer the question about your sister.
So as I was saying, I didn't tell her because you have to think if she's angry, just like I didn't go to him.
Okay.
She's angry and he's not her friend. So she can react, or she may react in a different way than I did. So by me rationalizing and taking time, it was different for me. But had I told her, she probably would have run
she know that.
Right, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean,
she's gonna watch the show.
Yeah, and
that's something you don't have to deal with.
But no, because she's
in a better space. Yeah.
She's not.
So she's moved on. So she's not as angry as she might have been had she found this out before. Okay, well, I'm glad your sister's in better headspace.
Since trying to attempt suicide, she now works on suicide hotline and she actually coaches people to do those type of things. So yeah, she took out negative and negative positive. So at this point, they could probably even sit down and have a conversation about it as to how it happened, so she would know not to go down the road. Be able to help somebody else not go down the road.
Well, maybe that's a note for season 2. How about that?
Nigel, I deeply apologize to you and your sister. I did not know. I didn't.
Apologies.
Did you receive it? Okay.
I didn't.
Great. I'm glad we can move along with that.
That's all I wanted was light.
Nigel, I have a question. Big dick energy from Jet asks. He says your attitude teeters between confidence and arrogance. Do you feel being older makes you superior?
Well, I don't think that
it was very electro-abundance. I saw.
I don't think that it makes me superior. It just makes me more aware because I've been in the lifestyle longer. Mm-hmm. So when you become a parent, such as mother, you want to teach your kids the things that you know so that they won't make those mistakes.
Even when those kids are like grown.
Yeah, but being grown in age does not equate to being grown in the lifestyle.
So how do you evaluate that?
Well, when they come to you and you start to have conversations, you get to know their personality.
Okay.
Now that's not to say that they don't teach me things because every day in life you learn. So they all teach me things as well. Like as far as Tatum being a fashion designer, a stylist, he's taught me how to put things together a little bit. But Roman, he teaches me to be how to be more in touch with my feelings. This one here, namaste. Nothing like it. And this young man, being a school teacher, he teaches me things that I need to know that I may not have learned because, I am older and things weren't the same as, when I was growing up when it came to education. Right. So they all teach me, but as the mother of the group, I try to instill in them the things that I know so that they won't make some of the mistakes that I make. So I don't look at it as superior. I just look at it as being more experienced.
I would agree with that. Nigel has this interesting concept of how he engages with you. He's very intuitive. So he is able to notice things that you don't think people notice. Mm-hmm. And once he actually hones in on and gets you to talk about, me as a therapist, I just think that that's very commendable. And so as he's building relationships with us, that's the one thing I like about you the most, Nigel, your authenticity. Mm-hmm. So I don't get the superiority feeling from him. It's just a genuine concern, but then also coupled with experience.
Okay. That's a nice moment. We're having a little connection here. Okay. All right.
A lifetime shoot.
Nigel, are you sincere in your friendship with Tatum now that he's apologized for what's happened?
Well, as I stated when we first started this situation, I came in with the intent to make amends. Because as I said, it's too much negativity going on in the world. I'm not that type of person. Something happened, it triggered me. I had a pity moment. I'm not perfect. Just because I'm older and superior, I'm not perfect. So I came in with that intention, and as I said, that's why I've been sitting here very calmly, not interjecting, not saying anything, because I didn't come here to fuss. I came here to make amends. So that was what you did. I'm sure of that.
No, it's great.
But no, I'm good. I'm actually good with taking.
Can I say something?
Quickly, go ahead.
Can I
Can we go on? Is that okay?
Is that alright?
That's amazing. That's a good thing.
Come on.
Yeah, it's fine.
My Grinch heart grew a little bit. All right, that's a good place to take a break. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back with more. I can't remember the name of the show. I'm so sorry. I'll give the name of the show. Okay. All right. That's a good place to take a break. Guys, we'll be back for more of the reunion for Realness Behind the Crown. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Are you fucking serious? Can you get the name of the show correct, please? Like, this shit here, straight disrespectful. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm sorry. Write it on the goddamn sticky notes that you have in your hands. Like, I don't understand. How do you not know the name of the... How many times did we say it?
I'm so sorry. Okay, this is the last one. I got it. All right, this is a good place to take a break. You guys will be right back with more of the Realness Behind the Crown. Stay tuned.
Oh, girl, I don't know where you've been, but if you are not watching this season of Boy Drama, you are missing out. Yes, indeed, sweetie. That damn Don Bond, child, I tell you, watch out there now. He done got the boys back, and bitch, they look good. Now I tell you one thing, goddamn it, if I wasn't married to the Lord, gave my life to the Lord, that one right there. Ooh, I should have cashed my motherfucking check. Somebody get a motherfucking mop, cause I'm leaking. Bitch, what the fuck?
Bitch, what you doing?
Bitch, I'm watching Boy Drama. You can't be calling me. Don't be calling me, girl. You know I gotta watch my stories, and you should too. If you ain't watching Boy Drama, girl, go and watch this shit now.
We're back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back. Welcome back to the season 1 reunion of the Realness Behind the Crown. Our next question goes to King Harlem.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just in your groovy.
Like a rose in Harlem. That's glitter and shine. All right, and my Nikki Parker voice. Hey, Professor Harlem. Your rose wilted to an undergrad, causing your engagement to go south. So where are things with you and Maxwell? Are you still together?
So at the moment we are not. Shortly after everything had happened, at the party, things were a bit rocky at home. Yeah, things were a bit rocky. Maxwell has moved out. We talk, I want to say, every couple days, but it's not, it's not nothing of, it's compared to as what it used to be now. He's, really hurt. I understand that. I know my wrong and everything that I did. Did I plan for it to come out that way? No. Especially publicly now, he's been even further embarrassed in the situation. So
yeah, that was really difficult to watch. I kind of saw you guys love affair and stuff, and I know you had some rough patches, but I was really thinking you two were gonna work things out. But when I saw it, it just kind of that was rough.
Yeah, it was.
Why did you have an affair instead of just leaving?
Well, like any relationship, people go through things. Most relationships go through things as human beings, and you try to work through the issues. However, the way that I went about it, like you said, I should have left. That is something I should have did versus just sitting there consistently dealing with me being unhappy. Things happen. Did I plan on engaging with a student? No. Again, like as I stated in the show, it just happened one day.
Okay. Via Twitter, you tried it 25555-623-4789.
Okay.
Harlem, as a teacher, you are entrusted with ensuring the safety of the children you teach. How do you justify sleeping with an 18-year-old child? Were you seeking some kind of validation? This question really hits hard.
It does. It does.
Being the father of an 18-year-old and sending him to school, I don't expect him to be having a sexual bout with the teacher.
Right. Was I seeking validation from an 18-year-old? No. Should I have engaged with an 18-year-old? No, I should not, especially with him being my student. Being involved with someone else that you're not in, that's not in a relationship with you at times when you're not getting what you need at home, it's easy to fall victim to certain things from other people. Like as I stated before, even on the show.
Wait a minute, you said you fell victim of the thing. You think you fell victim of his advances towards you, the 18-year-old?
Because of the space that I was in with my relationship.
I have to disagree with you on that. It's a differentiation in power. You're a teacher, he's a student. You're older, he's younger. So we can't say that. For a lot of, I'll be very honest with you, a lot of the viewers had a lot to say about it.
I know.
And they, some of them said they wanted to say pedophile. Some of them.
Well, that I'll push back on because again, at the end of the day, it was wrong. It should not have been done. But this individual was of legal age, so it was nothing of pedophilia, nothing of that nature. Again, I should not have been doing it in the first place, and I own that.
Are you still employed?
I'm currently on administrative leave.
Okay. Next question. Leo from Potomac asks, why do you continue to play Captain Save-A-Hole for Tatum and defend his antics when you know he's wrong?
I think it's not Captain Save-A-Hole for Tatum. I ride for my friends in general.
Okay.
Me and Tatum had a relationship that was everything. If anything, I felt as if I was closer to Tatum more than anyone here on the set.
Very true.
And I love Tatum like a brother. I do. And again, the stuff that he was doing, at times did I feel it was right? No. Even to before everything happened at the party, I even said to him, hey, you're drinking, but you shouldn't be drinking because of your sobriety. Same thing even with him and his situation with Seven. In that moment, when he said that we were at the party and Seven was walking around recruiting for OnlyFans, I was pissed. As his friend, that hurt me because I know in that situation how he could feel. Right. So it's not just for Tatum. Again, I ride for all of my friends, and I would hope that everyone would feel that way.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's hard to come like a friend of the group.
He can hold up real quick. Let's quick at the law. I understand that, and
you just have this one right here that's just always in tune to what he knows it. Mm-hmm. And so
Batman and Robin. In a sense,
we work for a moment.
Wait a minute, now that I think about it, in a sense, you are Captain Save-A-Hole. I mean, because
I think the question was just mainly for Tatum. Why am I continuously coming toward being Captain Save-A-Hole for him when everybody else sees the issues the things that he is doing to people? And again, I want to correct that. It's not just for Tatum. It's not.
You do save him from a situation that could go south.
Yeah. Well, did any of you know what was going on with him and the 18-year-old boy?
I did.
Why didn't you try to save him in return?
I tried. He was already in a place where he was unhappy at home, and of course I can understand that. And we had a conversation, and we talked about it. And I said, Harlem, this is going down the wrong road. You know, you need to. Your work is more valuable than sleeping. You know, you've been an educator for years. You're going to throw this all away because it's not going to end well. I did not tell you that?
You did.
So Harlem and I we're the strongest. We have the strongest relationship out of the rest of them. We've known each other the longest, and we've been through a lot. And he's seen me in not just in the last relationship I had, but relationships before then. And I was rooting for him in Maxwell. I thought Maxwell was a good partner for him. He gave him balance, like his yin to his yang and things of that sort. So when he told me about this, it bothered me. And I tried to do the best that I could, but I was also in a different state as well. I was in a state of hurt, but I was trying my best as a friend to try to give him some advice. But I couldn't do as much as probably what Roman could have done, or Nigel could have done, or Jonas could have done, because I was not in a good place in my life at the time.
I really appreciate it.
If you were rooting for them, why would you blurt that out though?
Because I was not in a good. I'm not going to use an excuse. I was drunk. I was not in a good place. I was using liquor to hide my emotions, my feelings. I was holding a lot of stuff in, like Roman said. He hit the nail on the head. I'm a person that always holds stuff in. I'm not a person to talk about things. I'm not a person to tell my truth. I'm not a person to tell my side of the story. Because as you know, you live a private life with journalists. I'm that way as well when it comes to certain things. I don't want to put my personal relationship on blast. I don't want to tell everybody what's going on with me because I feel like I'm always supposed to be strong. I'm Tatum Campbell. I got to be strong for everybody. They can't know my weaknesses. And that's a fault of mine. And I'm now, the things that I've gone through, I'm in a better place where I'm going to tell my truth. I'm going to speak my truth because it's what happened to me. It's what happened to me. So that's why I was not in a good headspace. And I do apologize to you for blurting it out at the party. That was not what I wanted to do. I was not happy. I was not happy. I was not sleeping. I was not.
Yeah.
Harlem,
do you receive that?
It's better. It's under control. I don't consider myself an alcoholic, but it's better under control. I'm not in that space of hurting my friends deliberately. I'm not.
I mean, I know it's Harlem's time right now, but I mean, when we get to Tatum, I would like us to just talk a little bit more because I just think that Tatum, you're still not being honest with us. I mean, you're sitting here with a flash.
I am.
And you're saying that is behind you.
No, I didn't say it was behind me. I said I'm dealing with it better. I didn't say it was behind me.
Believe me, I was
because it's in front of you.
Excuse me?
It's definitely in front of you.
Yes, that's right. I never said that it was. I said I'm dealing with it better.
Well, we're going to address that. Okay, we're going to address that. Harlem, do you receive his apology?
It's hard because, again, the relationship that you and I have and have had for years, to allow that moment, and you know how much I've been wanting to get married to this individual, Maxwell, for the longest, drunk or not, to blurt that out in front, not only just in front of him, in front of the whole fucking party. Excuse me, I'm not sure if we're allowed to curse. I'm sorry. To blurt that out in front of the whole fucking party. That right there, like, yeah, that was a gut punch to me, and that hurt like shit. It did, and honestly, it really damaged it damaged our friendship. It really did, and it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute.
I understand that. Like I told Jonas, we do offer some counseling here. We'll get production with you after that.
I'm good.
I would suggest it. All right, but that's a good place to go.
I'm sorry, you said you suggested.
I would.
For?
There's multiple situations.
Such as?
If I might be frank, the situation involving an 18-year-old, the damage with your friendship with Tatum, just some hurt people and make bad decisions. And I just feel like counseling can help people improve upon their decision making. It's just an offer you don't have to accept.
Okay.
So
great.
All right, guys. That's a good place to take a break. Remember, you're watching Realness Behind the Crown, Season 1 Reunion Special. We'll be back in class.
Take a second, take a listen. Oh yeah. Think the same, but we so different. Oh yeah. Just hear me out. You're about to get a little more.
Hey guys, it's your boy Vermont.
And I'm Reese. Check us out at A Little R&R Podcast.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all your podcast streaming services.
Hello everybody, we're back. You're watching Season 1 Reunion Special for The Realness Behind the Crown. Our next questions are for Mr. Tatum. What's going on, King Tatum?
What's up?
King Tatum, there was a lot to know about you. Tatum was the last to know, became low, got low down, and became toxic to his friends and himself. I have to ask, are you okay?
I'm in a better place than what I was during the season. Yes.
What things have you done to get yourself in a better place?
I'm in therapy.
Your sobriety?
My sobriety is in question.
Reference here.
Yes, I'm better with my drinking than I was.
Why did you feel the need to bring a flask here to the reunion?
Because I felt like everybody's gonna come for me, so I needed something to calm my nerves. And I'm being real honest. I felt it. So I just went, I like to prepare myself. So that's why.
But if you have a problem with drinking, why would you bring the thing that
I just said what I said and move on to the next question. Thank you.
Well, no, you're going to answer my question.
No, I'm not. Carry on. I already told you.
Okay, so I'm not going to do this for him.
Okay, well, you know.
So I'm just going to let you know that.
I answered the question. Move on.
Jonas, where's your friendship with Tatum now that you know he had fellatio with one of your potentials?
Oh, so we're gonna have that. Okay, so that's I think where the issue lies with Tatum and I. And then hearing that Tatum blames me essentially for ruining his party because I had an incident, that kind of throws me off. But what I didn't appreciate was I know that Tatum knows what he did with Victor, and me and Tatum haven't had a conversation. And it's not that it happened, it's the ownership behind it. No, we were supposed to be friends. Exactly. We were supposed to be friends, and I really enjoy you, Tatum. But I feel like when you do things, it's always, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
You didn't know, but when you found out.
Which was after what?
After
the party.
After the party.
Exactly.
But there was no, hey, friend.
There was no, hey, friend, I apologize for the fight breaking out at your party. Either. It takes two, Jonas, Mr. Namaste. It takes two.
Tatum, see, I think that...
Aren't you all for Grand Rising?
Are you going to listen?
Are you going to hear what I have to say?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you done now?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So, my point is, you keep referencing that this fight started because of me.
It did.
Do you realize that I was not aware that Vaughn and Victor were brothers? I did not know that they knew each other at all. I did not invite either to your function. So that
you
fight...
did invite one of them. Yes,
I did not
Yes,
invite...
you did, and they said they wasn't coming. And they came up and popped up on you.
Well, that, again, I invited them. They said they weren't coming. So to my knowledge,
you
they
just
were not
said that you didn't invite them. You did invite one of them.
Okay, so again, I could not cause a fight if I was unaware.
You found out at the party that they were brothers.
Okay, but you were sucking dick. Did you want to?
Yes, I was sucking dick. Yeah. And you were having sex with brothers.
Okay.
And then
was I aware?
So let's get that shit. I don't have a problem saying that.
Was I aware?
And I was not aware that you knew Victor. And I was not aware that you knew Victor. And when you found out they had a fight, you did not apologize for the fight. Because it was because of you, sir. It was because of you.
I was in the hospital.
What you knew.
That's why
you knew.
Where are you two staying right now?
I can't stand the bitch.
How did you know?
Mr. Namaste. I can't stand the bitch. Because he always want to put blame on, but he had a lot that went involved as well. He don't take accountability for the shit that he did. That's the shit that bothers me. Because you always want this Namaste and Grand Rising and all this bullshit, but you're not that. So stop putting on the motherfucking front.
I'm not that because I dated two brothers.
I mean, but really, I'm to his defense.
I don't need it, but I appreciate it.
You didn't know that they were
I did not know that they were brothers.
It does not matter. It caused the fight. He did not apologize for me saying, you know what, I did not know that they were coming. I apologize for the... He didn't do none of that shit.
Let's keep it down.
If you look at what you're saying about, the simple fact, because he didn't know that neither one of the boys were coming, let alone they were brothers. You didn't know that his sister was married to him.
And I did not know he was Victor, but you keep putting on me. Well, you sucked his dick.
But what I'm saying is, the same way that you came and said that you didn't know about it, and you wanted him to stop feeling the way that he was feeling towards you. How are you holding the same words?
Because he's holding me accountable for sucking somebody dick that I didn't know he was dating.
I did not. I'm not saying that you.
You just started off that way.
If you would listen.
You started off that way. Play the goddamn tape back.
Being loud.
You started off that way.
You better, sir.
And I don't care. This is who I am. You already know that. You know me for years. Okay. I'm loud and I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. Period. Just like you and your namaste shit.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
Nobody's going to take accountability in the situation.
I'm very.
I took accountability. I sucked Victor's dick and I didn't know that you and him were dating. Period.
And
I said it.
Well, he didn't know they were brothers, so.
Okay, so boom, then it should be motherfucking squad. You didn't know, I didn't know, chase motherfucking
we established that last hour.
Namaste.
We're moving on. Tatum, how did it make you feel when Bryce started dating someone else that he had in your presence prior to you two breaking up?
I was furious. Fucked up. It hurt me. I put on the front like it did. I don't have a problem saying that. Yes, I was pissed because we were together. He came back in my life. Before I let his ass go. He came back in my life, I took him back, and then he showed his ass again. Yes, I was pissed. Yes, I was upset. That's why I went through the shit that I went through. Point blank, and the period.
Do you drink to deflect, or can you face the fact that you're always choosing Mr. Wrong?
I face both. Both, all the way around. I'm wrong at choosing this the wrong. I'm wrong for all of that. Deflect. I'm all of that. Yes, give it to me. I got it. Give it to me.
Right. Would you say this is you speaking, or would you say this is alcohol speaking right now?
It's me speaking. I'm loud and boisterous all the time. They know that.
Okay.
Boisterous. Yes.
All right. Why did you accept Nigel's behavior before deciding to speak up? Did you feel like he could make or break his? Did you feel like he could make or break his own career?
No, I mean, Nigel was Nigel. Nigel said earlier that he's mother. I've given Nigel mad respect. He knows that. And I just felt that our friendship was stronger than what it was, what I thought it was. And I just felt like, why did he wait so long to tell me what was really on his mind? And I get in the beginning, I get it. You need a month, maybe a few weeks to kind of get your mind right, and then we talk about it. Cool, but it lasted throughout pretty much the whole goddamn season. That was my only thing. I wish he would have just came to me. Yes, I understand you. I understand your process. I get it, but I wish it didn't last so long. That's all. Because we could have squashed it, we could have worked it out, we could have sat down one-on-one and talked all out. That's all. That was my issue. That's it. Because he was giving me so much anger, and I was like, what did I do? Like, I'm trying to figure it out for myself, and I'm already going through my own shit. And I'm like, somebody say something.
Always like do something.
Like, you don't go through nothing?
I do.
Right, you're always Mr. What? You have a job? You say you have a job, right?
Next question.
Where is it at?
We're moving on.
Or do you live behind a dumpster in a cardboard box in your Indian style namaste?
Okay, all right. Jeffy Washington from Kinloch, Missouri asks, Tatum, since the season wrapped, have you even attempted to make amends with any of the guys for how you acted during the season?
No, I haven't. The only person that I was cool with was Roman.
Okay.
But I just made amends at least with 2 of them, I hope.
Okay.
This one in the middle, I have no idea. We're going to pray about that.
Please.
Next question is from Ryder Gentry from Birmingham, Alabama. They ask, it seems like your pain from Bryce stems from the fact that you were a broke bitch. True or false?
No, I was never a broke bitch. Never a broke bitch. Did I have financial struggles at times? Yes, because styling is all that I do.
Okay.
And sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes clients come through, sometimes they don't. Was I ever a broke bitch? No, I was not.
Okay. All right. Fuckboy Tay from Twitter asks, he states, it was interesting to see St. Patrick's Day celebrated so lavishly. Tatum, you were the best dressed leprechaun, hands down.
That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it, whoever the fuck you are. Wow. Maybe you need some pointers on how to style.
Last question. Where do you stand with Bryce?
I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker.
So there's no chance for you to reciprocate? Like,
fuck no.
Come back?
No, I'm dating. I'm in a great space and place with the dude that I'm with. We are getting to know each other. I'm taking my time.
Is this dude anybody the group knows?
No.
Or anybody that was featured on the show?
No, nobody knows who he is. And I'm going to take Nigel's advice and not showcase them.
Okay. So if we decide to do a season 2, you would showcase them?
I will not do that. Not to anyone until I feel 100% comfortable that he's the one that I want to be with, and he feels the same way about me as I do them.
I just really hope that you sort of address some of your personal things first before you try to get help too.
Absolutely, that's what I just told him. I'm taking my time.
But listen, I mean, just as a psychologist, just hearing some of the things that you're saying, especially being in therapy, I just want to make sure that you're embracing that situation and taking from it.
Absolutely.
Because you're still so matched to us, Tatum. You have a hat, you have glasses, you have cover. Could you take your glasses?
Absolutely.
Just to show us, so we could even know that you're sincere about what the things that you're saying, even with the apologies.
If my heart speaks for itself. Just because I'm loud and I am the way that I am does not mean that I'm not sincere and I'm not apologetic for things. So don't do that. You know my heart.
Right, Tatum, but they don't.
I just expressed my heart to Nigel. I expressed my heart to Harlem. This one in the middle is going to take some time. It is.
Just to see you.
I have a question. Tatum, is part of your therapy going to be like AA?
Yes, it is.
Good. Very good.
I'm just, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm human. It's a step-by-step process. That's it. That's all I can say about that.
Okay. Well, that's a good place to take a break. You guys, you're watching the season 1 reunion special for about... I always do this. All right, that's a good place to take a break. Guys, you're watching the reunion special for season 1 of The Realness Behind the Crown. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Holiday at Southern Root Spice. So this holiday season, come and enjoy the vibe of SRS Coffee Cafe. And if that is not enough, please come and try one of my delicious spice blends that will change your holiday cooking and, more importantly, change your life. So please come and spend some time with us. We're waiting for you. We're located at 3701 Claremont Road, both the cafe and the spice shop. We're here for you because it's always my goal to get you seasoned.
And we're back. You're watching the reunion special for season 1 of the Realness Behind the Crown. You know, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for participating in this. I'm sure this was really, really hard. Most people don't have the experience of having to live the ups and downs of life in front of the camera and in front of millions of people. And I want to tell all of you that you are courageous, amazing, wonderful kings. And I'm looking forward to getting to know, most of you off of the show. I just want everybody to go around and just kind of say what they learned, what they got from this. So we'll start from the side and go around.
Yes, you should stop with mother. So the one thing that I can say that I learned is that when there is a problem, I will try to address it without so much feeling, so that way it won't fester and become such a mountain that drops down into hell. But that's my answer.
All right, now let's say Jonas.
I learned a lot about myself, just going through the things that I've been through. I think that I'm in a better space, better place, and just continuing my journey. I do want to address you, Tatum, just because I feel like we didn't have to get here. I think that you feel how you feel, and I feel how I feel, and I think that once this is over, we should sit down and just kind of talk through it, just so that we can have an understanding and move beyond it, because it doesn't make sense for any of us to walk away in a bad space.
Wow, okay.
I'm open to that.
Awesome. Professor Harlan.
I think for me this season, a takeaway that I have is to not allow circumstances to create situations. Because of me not being happy, at home, played a part into the other things that happened. So yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Dr. Roman.
There are many things that I took away from this season. However, the main thing that I took away from this season is, even though I am a therapist, me actually being with Seven allowed me to indulge in some things that I really wanted to. And it allowed me to have a deeper understanding of who I am. So that was therapeutic for me, actually. And his freedom is something that I achieved, or I would like to achieve. So even though that relationship is no more, from that experience and from this season, it's caused me to have a conversation with myself about who I really am. And who I am, who I really am. And that's the thing that I took away the most. And just lastly, I just want all of us to come back together, because we all are so unique in our characters, but added together, we are so powerful. And I want us to have that connection again. And I just hope that their relationships with Tatum can be stronger again. And even though ours isn't weak, I want ours to be stronger too, and for everyone to see the you that I see.
That's what I said, really profound and sweet. King Tatum.
What I learned from the season is that I was toxic to my friends because of the experience that I was going through in my breakup. And I will sit here and take ownership and accountability for that I hurt each and every one of you in some form or fashion. And it was never deliberate. I was hurting, and hurt people. And I'll take total accountability for that. I apologize to each and every one of you. I know that, some of us, it's going to take longer to establish our friendship back, and some it won't take so long. Roman has been a friend to me. I've acknowledged that earlier on, and I appreciate him. I love him. I just want us to have more of a friendship as far as being able to be that friend instead of just being able to turn off the therapist sometimes. And of course, when it's necessary, okay, I'll take heed to that. I also learned that about my worth. And I'm worthy of being loved the way I want to be loved. I'm worthy of being someone who appreciates me, who understands me, who's with me through thick and thin, who's going to be honest and trustworthy and loving and passionate and be not just my partner, but my friend, my best friend. And the person I'm saying now, we're getting to that level where it's slowly but surely, and like I said, I'm not rushing it, but I'm feeling that, and I've never felt that before. Lastly, my sobriety, like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect, but I am achieving it, and I'm going to get to that place. And it may take me reaching out to some of you or all of you to help me get to that place, because it's new for me. I don't know how I'm gonna come out of this, but I hope that at least one of you will be there for me through this. Through this journey, and as well as the guy that I'm saying, he knows my journey, he knows my struggle, he's helping me as well. So I'm just a work in progress, day by day for me.
Work in progress, day by day. I think that's a good place to leave it on right now.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're like one big ass family, you know?
Yeah.
We go through things like any other family, and, we just have to move past them in the best way we can.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So, actually, we have no, it's a little Ricky like this, but we have a guest here, a surprise guest. Production just let me know. I had no idea they were coming. Who's here?
That's what I'm thinking. Maxwell.
Can we bring him out, please?
Is Jarvis coming?
No.
Maxwell.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Oh, fuck no. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
Hey, Bryce. Who invited him?
I don't know.
Who invited him here?
Who invited you here? That's my question.
Who invited him here?
Should we go and
Nobody's gonna fess up. Nobody's gonna take it. Seriously, guys?
He's here. Who invited you? You're not gonna say nothing.
No, seriously, I'm really pissed off right now. I'm the host of this show, and I didn't know he was coming.
I'm the person who invited me there where they sitting right now.
So you're not gonna say who it was?
I'll let them speak for themselves.
Honey, you invited him?
No, but
who invited him? You invited him?
To go and tell. Oh no. Oh, you said invited him.
Which one of you invited him?
So